Hey everyone, this is Jim Grzanzio from the Oracle Groundbreakers team, and we're here in Hyderabad, India for the Sangam 19 conference, and I'm here with Aparana and Jeffrey. Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey Jim, good, good, all good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's been a great experience. It's my first Sangam here, so I really enjoy the crowd over here.
Yeah, it's been a really good conference. There's been a lot of activity in there, and so you guys and I were talking a little bit earlier. You actually had a session earlier today on machine learning,
That's
right?
true.
So let's start off there. Tell me about machine learning.
Okay, I think machine learning is not a new field. It has been in this form only now. Earlier, it was very much popular in terms of data mining because similar kind of algorithms that we use in data mining around 10 years back, regression, classification, clustering, everything has now been evolved, and then named as machine learning. And machine learning is not only in one area. I think it's one field that you can apply across the fields and still reap huge benefits out of it. So our session was predominantly on how to use machine learning, how to build machine learning using Oracle ADW, that is Autonomous Database, and Oracle Analytics Cloud to do sentiment analytics, because it's equally important for people to know that how their product are faring. What has been the sentiment, be it Trump's election, be it Modi's election, be it any new product launch, or be it Tesla's Cybertruck, anything, right? So if you talk about that, everything is driven by sentiment, and people and companies are eager to know to dive deep into this particular field and get what the customers are talking about, how are they actually perceiving our product, what are the things where we need to improve upon. So everything revolves around that. So machine learning, in that we had a small part of sentiment analytics that we talked about today, because 45 minutes is a very less time to talk about that.
So when you guys present jointly, how do you split up the content? Do you speak and then you speak? Do you go back and forth? How do you do that as a team?
It was quite an interactive session, I would say. So Jeffy and I were alternating. Like for example, I covered basically the concepts part of it, the taxonomy of sentiment analytics algorithms, the classification part, and Jeffy took them over the demo that we have worked on, the end-to-end working model of it. Probably Jeffy can talk about it.
Yeah, so I walk them through how we use social media in Oracle's autonomous database and Oracle Analytics Cloud, to do the machine learning that Aparna was talking about and get insight. So we all use social media everywhere. Even this video is going to go up on YouTube, which is social media, and we have Twitter, we have Facebook. We have so many forms of social media that we are consuming a lot, and we can make more sense out of it, and we can get better insights out of it in order to make our life better. So that's what we've shown using Oracle, and that's what I think will change the world.
So what was the reaction in the session in terms of the developers in the audience? What was the give and take?
Yeah, so most of the developers were really interested in our demo. So actually, some of them had already worked on machine learning before, and some of them had left it in between. And now that Oracle has its integrated machine learning, they've decided to recontinue their machine learning processes that they had started off, and they're looking forward to more such things.
Yeah, that's true. Basically, I couldn't agree more to Jeffy, because the audience were quite thrilled to know about that, how the algorithms work using Oracle machine learning and autonomous database and analytics cloud, and within few minutes how can you develop your own model. So audience were very much excited about our talk, and we found the response pretty good.
Yeah.
They were asking questions even after that as well, and some of them will be reaching out to us on LinkedIn and probably on our respective email addresses to get the questions answered.
You mentioned something interesting just there in the sense of in a few minutes you can do X, Y, and Z. And one of the things I'm learning in these conversations is some of these things that I thought took a long time or that was complex. The tools that you guys are using now actually enables you to implement something very, very quickly.
That's absolutely true, Jim. I mean, very true. In this era, and with Oracle's latest products that are being circulated in the market, and with Larry's announcement last year in the Open World, Oracle Open World 19, that autonomous database is going to be free, at least to some extent, for the student community and for trial version. So for that perspective, basically, yes, there are a lot of tools available to quickly automate the solutions, bring better results to the table, have the company's strategic decisions aligned accordingly, and then enter into the market.
And it also means that these tools are so advanced now. It's more opportunity for developers to create new things, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now what has happened is a lot of the complexity has been reduced, as you rightly mentioned. So now it's all about you just identify what model you need, you just drag and drop it. For example, in OAC, you just select your model, you just tune a few parameters, and then boom, you have your machine learning algorithm ready to predict the future. So that's how advanced technology has become. It's a simple drag and drop for you to get insights out of your data, and that's what Oracle's been really doing well, and I think we should continue doing that.
I think dragging and dropping algorithm is definitely a good part of it, and it eases the user accessibility towards any kind of machine learning model building. But what matters most is understanding the concepts. If I'm implementing, let's say, supervised machine learning, if I'm implementing classification, or if I'm implementing, let's say, logistic regression, what does the individual values mean? What does the ROC curve mean? What if it goes straight? So more than that, the developers also need to accommodate and absorb that knowledge, that if my R square value is coming as, let's say, some 0.78, what does that mean? What will happen if I increase that value? What will happen if I get a decreased value of R square? How does it all correlate to each other? What is multicollinearity? So yes, Oracle as an organization has been helping the developers to, instead of writing the 10 line of code, you can just simply drag and drop and then get the model built. But what is more important is, in what context are you using? One thing. Second is, if you are using that in a right context, then if you tune the tweak the parameters, what kind of changes will it bring to the model? So that is also very important.
Interesting. Okay. So what are you guys, actually, where are you based?
We are based out of Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay. Both of you. Okay. And is this the first time you've been at Sangam, or you come here often?
This is the first time we are here at Sangam, and our session got selected, and we have got the opportunity to be here, and it has been a thrilling experience so far.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get to now, is the conference, in the sense of it's been very dynamic. There's been a lot of people, a lot of conversations, and what I notice is that there's a lot of in each session, there's a lot of interaction in the sessions, not only in the hallways, that's frantic, but actually in the sessions, there's a lot of give and take. What do you think about that?
Yes, definitely. I mean, the audience, because now the audience is also very much aware. Like, we are aware that, okay, this particular technology is coming, this particular tool is coming, and we are going to talk about that. But similarly, our audience is also very much, aware of what is going on. So no one can just go and talk about unilaterally. It has to be a bilateral discussion, and they have to also understand, and they do understand. So it's an enriching experience equally for both the parties. I mean, audience as well as speakers.
Yeah, so being curious has never been a bad thing, and that's what we came to know through our session. So even if there are people who didn't know about it, they were really curious and they had a lot of questions, and they're going to be reaching out to us soon, so that we're going to be helping them on how to step into the right path, and how they can proceed in this field of machine learning. So that's something that's really great about Sangam, because it brings together different people. It poses new questions to us as speakers or presenters. We get a lot of new ideas, new discussions, and that's something that's really a great thing about being a part of this.
So is this something that you guys do as a part of your job regularly? You go out and do these talks at various conferences?
Yeah. So my role has been, from the analytics perspective, I lead the Bangalore Cloud Solutions Hub analytics team out of Bangalore location, as I said. And I have been going to conferences, and then I have also been invited to various colleges, basically to express my views on how artificial intelligence has been impacting the employment landscape, then how the machine learning models have been revolutionizing Industry 4.0, or be it sentiment analytics, the social media impact. So yes, this has been a part of this thing, and even in our day-to-day job routine. We go on developing models, and we go in anything, any problem that comes to us, we take it with a new zeal, and then we do the end-to-end solution. We do so. Of late, we have been also working on the crime prediction, wherein the image processing was involved using deep learning. So that also we have done using like criminals image. You can the police department can identify that, okay, these are the prospective, and their activity as well. These are the prospective candidates for the for be
Right.
listed at
Right.
criminals.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up next for you guys after this conference?
Uh, as of now, we are looking forward to other conferences like A&T and all.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that
Yeah.
the things are there.
We have the analytics and data summit coming up, in February. So that's happening in Redwood shows, I believe. And both of our papers have actually been selected over there, along with Ranajoy. So it'll be a great experience if we get to go there and once again meet a lot of new people, have a lot of new discussions and ideas. So I think it's great that Oracle holds all of these conferences, has all these user groups, and it's not just here in India. It's all over the world. Like we have NYOUG, AIOUG, we have so many groups. So that's a great thing to be part of.
So the paper there, that what I'm going to speak over there. I mean, if everything goes fine, I'm going to speak about that, how to remove gender bias and stereotype from artificial intelligence. Because if you see, by default, if you call a nurse, what comes to your mind? It comes a woman. But if you call a driver, by default, what comes to your mind? It's a male figure that comes. How to remove that kind of gender? If you see even Alexa, why has it been, given a female voice? If you see, Hercules or Atlas, those robots, why they have been given a male name? So, these kind of things. So that's a very interesting topic, and it's an ever evolving thing. It's never going to end. I think so. At least what I perceive. So yeah, so it would be interesting to talk about on that.
All right, well, guys, thank you very much for coming by. Appreciate it, and have a good rest of the show for the next few hours. And we'll be back here for another couple of interviews. I'm getting tired, so I'm.
Thank you so much, Jim. It was extremely, a privilege and a pleasure for us interacting with you, and then getting to share our insights with you. So thank you so much, and keep inspiring us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
We'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.